So they told us that wealth was locked behind boardroom doors that we would never enter. That freedom was preserved for the privileged, the connected, and the already rich. But let me tell you something, that was a lie. See, we are the generation that's rewriting the rule book. See, we don't need $1 million fund. We don't need a landlord's permission. But what we do need is a blueprint, y'all. That's exactly what I'm about to lay down. This is Airbnb Pro Tips, and I am your host, Earl McCray. Every week, we're breaking down real game from real entrepreneurs on how to launch, automate, and scale that Airbnb business. We're giving you the strategies, the money moves, and the mindset shifts that will separate those from the dreams from those who are executing on those dreams. Here, we celebrate the wins, both big and small. Here, we talk to real entrepreneurs, the one that took action and changed their lives. Here, we're giving you the blueprint so that you can stop watching and start building. So, if you're ready to tap into your God-given ability to turn knowledge into passive income, to create a system that works for you instead of you working for it. Hey, welcome home. This is where transformation begins. This is where faith meets execution. This is where you level up your Airbnb game.
What levels
this is Airbnb Pro Tip.
Levels are good. Okay. All right, good stuff. All right. Oh, good. Let's go to our next slide and get into our agenda. All right. So by way of agenda, here's what we're going to do, good people. What we are going to do is we're going to start. I got a new format there, OC.
Okay, good.
Our good friend that you were just talking about a moment ago gave me a vision, and I said, okay, let's run with it. So I formatted. We got 5 segments. Segment 1, we kind of share out some things I think are interesting in the news. Segment 2, we talk about some fun facts that some may or may not know. And then segment 3 is what I really like. I like to open it up and talk about crazy but real guest interactions. And I got a doozy for you. Got a doozy. And then segment 4, wins for the week, success stories. Everybody likes a great success story. And then segment 5, marketplace questions, Q&A. By that time, our good friend Cornell will be online, and Cornell always have some good questions.
Oh, so, yeah.
So I expect Deontay to be tapping in at some point. Deontay is new to the community, but he hails from the Florida area, and we want to welcome him into the community. All right, so are you ready, my brother?
I am ready.
All right, some crazy stuff in the news. Let's get it. All right, man. Here we go. A Georgia man opens a castle after he was forced to demolish an Airbnb treehouse. All right, now, OC, you were the first person that brought the treehouse model to me.
Right.
And I was blown away. But so here's the story. Ryan McGovern, a resident of Kenshaw, Georgia, faced a setback when he was compelled to demolish his extremely profitable Airbnb treehouse due to city regulations. Shake your head 5 times, y'all. We know about these regulations, y'all. All right. However, undeterred, McGovern embarked on a new venture. I love it when we tap into that creativity, that God-given spark. I love it.
No doubt.
So he creates a castle at Kingston in Carto County. So this is a medieval themed Airbnb, and it combines authentic decor with modern amenities.
Love it.
A unique, Game of Thrones, y'all, like experience. The castle accommodates up to 9 guests, features 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, with nightly rates starting at approximately, I like these numbers too, $579 a night. I like those numbers. But government's dedication to crafting a distinctive lodging showcases innovations in the short-term rental market. What are your thoughts on that, OC?
I love it. Love it. He's doing what he need to do. To one, a couple of things I love about it. One, he didn't let one roadblock stop him.
No, sir.
He jumped over the hurdle and kept moving.
Yes,
But
sir.
what I love about it is he got very creative in his movement. And he created something so unique that I don't believe there's another one around there anywhere. You know, so for him to step out into that new territory, just opened his marketplace right on up.
Amen. Amen. I think we got a picture too, but you hit it right on the head. What I like most about it is he leveraged that creative juice that we all have that sometimes we don't give homage to. Okay.
Wow, look at that.
Look at this
Wow,
picture
that looks
here.
like a castle.
Wow. Okay. The treasure hunt tree house is converted to the castle at Kingston. That is a stone cold
That is
feel of a
serious.
castle.
That is serious stuff.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what he did in terms of okay.
Oh man, look at that. He put some money into that.
Yeah, no, there's no question. He went and made some investments. But
But
you know, at
look at the
$500,
return.
well, listen, at $500 a night, if he just gets it rented 10 nights a month, that's $5K.
That's 5K.
And you know he's at least gonna do that in the slow season. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay.
Unique. Yeah.
I like it. Very unique. Okay. All right, we got another one up. Okay. Woman now makes $220K a year, y'all, on short-term rentals after she bought an abandoned, mind you, abandoned apartment building for just $50K. And I love a rags to riches story. All right. So let's talk about Sarah. So Sarah McDaniel, a property developer in Minden, Louisiana. Okay, I'm not sure where that is in location to New Orleans, but has transformed her community by restoring historical properties and providing affordable housing. Oh, man, she's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Among her notable projects is the renovation of 8 Spanish-style villas from 1931, which had been abandoned since the 1980s. Okay, here we go. After purchasing the villas for $50K and undertaking extensive renovations, McDaniel reopened them as short-term rentals in February 2023. So she's going into her second full year of profitability. So these properties generate 220 in revenue in 2024. Beyond financial success, McDaniel efforts have created job opportunities. Now that's what I want to leverage right there. And launch initiatives like Phillips Cottage, a non-for-profit offering transitional housing for women overcoming addiction. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about right there. So, OC, when I sent the group that text message Tuesday or Wednesday, you were the only one who commented. But it's about allowing our entrepreneur gifts and our energies to give glory to God.
Yes.
To do his
Absolutely.
work. Man,
absolutely.
This is good. Her work exemplifies short-term rentals, how they can positively impact the local communities. And we got a couple pics. Let's see what we can pull up here. Okay. Come on. Okay, so we're seeing it the before and the after. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure this is connected despite daunting stage. Oh yeah, this is a video. Let's see what the video says.
I know your MV mattress has luxurious hand tufting with gel-infused memory foam.
And
Of
it costs
course,
hundreds
we
less
gotta
than
get the
other national
marketing.
brands with a 20-year warranty.
Gotta pay the bill.
We got to get the marketing to pay the bills, right? We know how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's turn on the volume here. All right, we're still marketing. Okay, another commercial. We get it. We understand it. We're business people. You got to market. Here we go.
Got him.
Yeah. You can't just take over the street because you like it.
I understand, but it wasn't our group, but it's okay. We understand.
I apologize if it wasn't you. I apologize.
But
I
I
take it back.
understand.
This happens all the time. The loud ones go and I lecture the ones who stay.
For years.
I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But I try not to do this, but sometimes people cross the line.
Is that the space?
No, I understand.
I'm feeling like this may not be the connected video to the article. It may be something else. Yeah.
Let it run. See if it left you skip it.
Okay. Awkward moment. Real owner of iconic sex in the city apartment hits. Okay. Yeah. This is not what.
That's not it.
Yeah. No, it's not
That's
what
probably it right there. With her renovating right there.
Yeah, I thought there would be a couple video or a video. Okay, so all right, so we had two. All right, I was looking for something that wasn't there. Okay, well, cool. I got one more for you, and then we're gonna go to our next segment. Okay, here we go. Olympic track star Gabby Thomas. Now I think we know who Gabby is. Gets engaged during an Airbnb staycation. Come on, let's talk about it. Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas announced her engagement to Spencer McMahon following an intimate rooftop proposal during a staycation in Austin, Texas. Now, Texas, specifically Austin, is a place that is a great market. The couple, who have been dating since 2022, got engaged on the rooftop of the Airbnb, with McMahon's orchestrating the surprise proposal, complete with photographer and Thomas's best friend present. Thomas, a Harvard alumni, and McMahon, a Yale graduate and founder of Kiva Brands, connected through mutual friends in 2021. The relationship has strengthened through Thomas's track and field career, particularly following the 2024 Paris Olympics, where McMahon was a supportive presence during her gold medal win. All right, let's see if we got a picture of the lovebirds. Let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. They look happy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when you can speak to this, OC, when you have a woman who's on a mission, being supportive and not getting in her way, sound easy. It sound easy, but there's a lot to it. So for this young man to let this lady, be her next level, takes quite a bit of sacrifice.
It's important. Yep.
It really is. It really is. Okay, well, that's cool. All right. We got another segment to get into. All right. Airbnb fun facts. And this segment is dedicated to our last article about finding romance at an Airbnb. So I got a couple questions for you, OC. These are true false questions. Tell me what your thoughts are. All right, question number one. Which romantic European landmark Did Airbnb once convert into a luxurious overnight stay? Could have been A, Buckingham Palace, B, the Eiffel Tower, C, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or D, the Colosseum?
I'm going to say the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower, ding, 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 you are right. The Eiffel Tower. Okay. All right. This romance edition. Here's the next question. Which real life romance began when a guest stayed in the English countryside Airbnb? Is it A, a woman fell in love with a castle owner? B, a man married his Airbnb host? C, a woman fell in love with the host's son? Or D, a couple renewed their vows with the host officiating?
Man, those are all good choices. I love them. I'm going to go with B. I think the guests fell in love with the host.
Okay. All right. Listen, I was there too. I was there too. The answer is actually C. A
Really?
woman fell in love with the host's son.
Oh.
And I actually went into this article. Apparently, she's from New York City, has a very stressful job, whatever, mental, needed a mental timeout, goes to London, a retreat in the countryside, not even the town, but out in the sticks,
Mhm.
and connects with the host's eligible son.
Nice.
He's 27, he's 26, and
Nice.
so they're doing this relationship over the pond right now.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. We got two more. What iconic pink themed home, pink theme, did Airbnb turn into a real stay? Is it A, Hello Kitty's Palace, B, Barbie's Dream House, C, Legoland Castle, or D, Malibu Mansion?
Legoland Castle.
Legoland Castle. No, my brothers.
I
I wouldn't have got this either.
felt confident about that one. I'm like, I know that sounds like an experience.
Nonetheless, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about experiences. So, fun fact for all of my Airbnb hosts, he is turning the corner. He's done stays. He's working on that experience right now. And OC, you want to share a little bit about your experience so that the people
Yeah.
what you're working on?
Right now, I don't know. Can you see that, Earl?
Let me go to shares. Let me take share screen off, and let me actually go to. All right. Okay. Now share screen is off. Now, okay, here we go. Show the people what you're doing. Oh, Clanton's Farm Retreat business plan. Say more about that.
Okay, so this is a family-owned 22-acre farm. It was a 50-acre farm. I bought 22 acres of it, or 25 acres of it, might as well say. And what I'm doing on the farm is I am creating a space that have tiny homes. It's going to have tiny cabins on it. It's going to have a retreat center. And the focus of my retreat center is to get back to mental health awareness. And it's going to be a nature retreat where people can get off grid and go out there to de-stress, take the stress out, get back in nature, and just rejuvenate themselves. So the plan is to tap into the mental health organizations to help to get them to kind of sponsor some of this stuff that I'm doing. So this is the ultimate goal, and it's going to be set up like a glamping site, glamorous camping.
Right. And so this is the pro tip here, y'all. If you can go from just providing a stay to providing an experience, that average nightly rate goes through the roof. Like, I mean, what we're saying is this: any opportunity where you can invest energy into your stay so that it's a TikTokable moment, a tweetable moment, that's what you are looking for. And that's going to really allow you to elevate how much money that you can earn per night.
Yes.
And OC, Cornell, a lot of us that, have been at this for a while will tell you we're making that mental transition from just providing an exceptional stay to now we're thinking next level. How can we turn it into an experience? All right. And why should we turn it into experience? Enhance that average daily rate. All right. So the answer to that question, by the way, was not Malibu Mansion. It was Barbie's Dream House. Barbie's Dream House. Okay, I see a couple people joined us here. I'm gonna direct this at Cornell, and then my last question I'll direct at you, Deontay. Cornell, here we go. Here's the next question. What type of listing is among the most popular romantic getaways on Airbnb? Is it A, a beachfront condo, B, luxurious villas, C, treehouse, or D, a city loft? What are your thoughts? Cornell, what are your thoughts? You're on mute, brother. Oh, okay. Maybe you can't
He
talk.
might be having any little issues with his mic tonight.
Okay, yeah, maybe. All right, nonetheless, let's throw that back to you, OC. What are your thoughts? What is the most popular romantic getaway on Airbnb? Beachfront, luxurious villas, treehouse, or city lofts?
I just seen one, a nice one. I'm gonna send it to you, Earl, so you could see it. But
Okay.
I was thinking it was be beachfront, but that villa was amazing. I mean, I'm gonna go with villa.
Listen, OC, you go kick yourself. You should have went with treehouse.
Treehouse?
Because that's what you gave me 2 years ago. All the
I didn't know it
treehouses.
would be the best romantic spot. Wow.
For some reason, that treehouse experience brings out the lovers in the
But
house.
treetop love.
The treetop love. All right, my last question for this segment. Deontay, you with me? Mic check. Deontay, where you at? Mic check.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, brother. Here's your
Alright.
question, man. What special service do some Airbnb hosts offer for proposals? Is it A, a drone delivery of the ring? Is it B, a chef prepared engagement dinner? Is it C, helicopter exit rides? Or is it D, a proposal package with flowers and photographers?
I will go with B because I seen that they offer like chef, like catering and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. See, we're thinking. You got it wrong, but I like how you're thinking. So here's the pro tip. Any opportunity you can do an upsell, that's gold. That's gold. Like back in the day, we weren't thinking about upsells. Today, I had a family check in from Catholic Family Charities that they're putting up some refugee family for 2 months. They're paying. It's gonna be like a $3K booking for my 3 bedroom house.
Yeah.
And get this, they want an early check-in.
Hey, that's
Back in the
early
day-
money.
Back in the day, Deontay, guess what I would have done?
You're like, nah.
No, I would have been like, well, we'll see if we can work it out.
Yeah,
I don't do that anymore. I'm like, absolutely no problem.
there's extra money.
That would be a
Like,
all right. So, because you figure, right? If you get early check-in, upcharge, because you're giving them an extra service, late checkout, extra charge, that starts to stack up, y'all.
Extra guest, that's a charge.
Yeah. All right. So here's the answer to the question before we move into the next segment. Drone delivery of the ring. Sounds good. That wasn't it. Chef prepared engagement dinners. That sounds real good. That wasn't it. Helicopter exit rides. That's in some cities, that's a real thing. The answer was actually D. Proposed packages with flowers and photographers. Think about that. Yo, we businessmen. How easy is it for us to network with other folks that do flowers and photographies and just into an upsell?
You just gave me another idea for the farm.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm speaking of. All right, well, cool. Cool beans. We're gonna go to our next segment. Let me go back to screen share as we go to this next level. I'm sorry, I'm seeing something in the chat. Oh, Cornell. Hey guys, I will be on a call in about 24 minutes. Have to hop off something for work. Okay, got you. Got you, Cornell. You covered, brother. All right. All right. It's time, boys and girls. It's time for our crazy but real guest interaction. And I'm gonna let anybody that wants to share kind of share a couple thoughts before I tell you my crazy but real guest interaction. Deontay, you want to start with something?
Yes. Also, my name is Dante, not Deontay.
Thanks for the catch, bro. Dante,
Yeah,
sorry about that.
yeah, it's all good. So, I actually had a crazy one about what month that was. Like it was like last year, like around like I think August, September. But basically, there was a lot of rain in that area. So my Airbnb was in Davenport at the time. So it was raining like basically the whole week. So when it rains, sometimes like the ants and stuff from outside, they'll creep into the home. That's pretty normal.
Oh yeah.
So that's what happened originally. And the guests obviously had complaints about that, but I let the guests know, like, hey, like, you know, I have pictures of it just being clean. So like this wasn't like a sanitary issue. It was just based off of the weather. So I offered her a discount and she was okay with that, right? My previous guest before unfortunately took the key card with them. So she wasn't able to get into the amenities that we offered at the Airbnb. So that was another complaint as well. So I offered another discount because, you know, I understand, right? So then she basically made up her mind like, okay, this isn't working. You know, I just want a refund. And I was like, okay, that's fine, right? The issue is though, is that she wanted a full refund. But with the Airbnb policies, you have up to 48 hours to basically get a full refund if you really had issues. So they couldn't, like, I couldn't even offer her a full refund due to their policies. So she was like very mad at that and was very adamant about getting her full refund. So then she tells me, hey, like, we're checking out early. So I said, okay. So I had to go down there because, you know, I wanted to make sure like the ant situation was taken care of because I had guests coming in later that week. So I arrived to the property after work and I noticed that her belongings were still there. So I was confused. I was like, I got the message saying that they're checking out early. And I have the key, it was the quick set key lock, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, yeah, I do. Yes.
So I seen the alerts when they come and go. So she left at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I said, okay, I could go to the property because I was told that she was leaving early. And then even on the camera itself, I seen her take some of her belongings. So I'm thinking she took everything. So I was surprised that her stuff was still there. So I'm in the house, just checking about the ant issue and stuff. And then about like 20 minutes later, I hear a ring for the doorbell, and then it's her. So we were both surprised because I was under the impression she already left, even though her stuff was there. And then she was like, I didn't tell you I was like fully leaving. But I'm like, that's what you texted me in an Airbnb chat. But long story short, I said, let me step outside so you have your privacy, you can get your things and stuff. And she was with her daughters as well. So I definitely wanted to give her privacy with her family. And then she ended up taking her things, and then I went back inside. But then we start going back and forth in the guest communication section because she felt like it was an invasion of her privacy. But I was just going based off of what she told me. So she took it to Airbnb. They gave her a full refund, but when I was on the phone with them, they said they was only going to give a partial. So after she received her full refund, they had to refund me as well because they didn't
So y'all both got paid.
Exactly. So that was a bad experience because she actually went on my like Airbnb profile and just basically she didn't get into specifics, but she basically stated what happened. And I didn't respond because I'm not the type of person to like indulge in negativity. Like it is what it is. But
Right.
I guess it was a mistake. I don't know. I was just going based off what I was told, which was she was checking out early. So that was a really bad experience.
That's crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
OC Cornell, y'all want to chime in with Dante's experience on something similar? Because I'm gonna see if my wife can join us for a real quick minute to share
I'll give you one on the last few weeks that I had. Had a guest. Her mother and daughter was there staying with me for about a month. And basically, they had a room upstairs, and one would go to work during the day, the other would go to work during the night. And then I had guests downstairs. So I got a notice from the guest that was upstairs, the mother and daughter, saying that the guests downstairs were very confrontive, and kind of telling them they needed to go basically, or do something to that extent. Like it was some confrontation between the upstairs guests and downstairs guests. So we said we would talk to the downstairs guests and make sure that didn't happen again. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. We will address it. So we put that to bed, but the next week we ended up going down to Hampton to our Airbnb. So while there at the Airbnb, first of all, when we got there, the pillows were out of place, dishes was in the sink. It was like an Yvonne moment. I felt that palm thing come over me. I'm like, I'm feeling Yvonne rise up in me. And Diane was like, oh no. So, of course, taught by you guys, Earl, what did I send out? A gentle reminder.
It's a reminder.
I sent a gentle reminder out to them to make sure that they're cleaning up the space. So me and Diane, we stayed for that weekend. And during that weekend, we must have talked to them about cleanliness 5 times, and sent gentle reminders out. The trash needed dumping. They would constantly leave stuff in the sink. They would leave food on the table. And it was just one thing after another. So basically, finally, the lady said, well, this is our last week and we're leaving on Friday. I said, okay, well, glad you guys stayed. And when I looked at my reviews, she sent out a complaint. Well, she sent me the note first saying, I don't normally leave a review, but under this situation and circumstance, I feel that I must put a review in there because the whole time we were there, we felt like we were micromanaged. Ooh. And we felt like, you basically were in our space about everything as far as treating us like we were kids and so forth and this and that. And I listened to, checked out the post and then I replied. I said, well, basically, we run a shared house. All common spaces, as you agreed to the house rules, states that you will maintain cleanliness in these common areas. We noticed time after time that you didn't. Therefore, we simply send out friendly reminders. And I'm sorry that you didn't take that as a friendly reminder, but you're constant. And we want to word things in such that you don't really offend them, but you let them know that, your place was violated. The rules were violated, which I did. And she actually left me a 4-star review, Earl, a 4-star.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was ironic because I normally would give them the benefit of the doubt when I do my reviews, but on
Right.
this one, I felt that I needed to chop it up and let the other hosts know exactly who they were dealing with these people.
Absolutely.
So I
Without,
did, and they got like a 3.5 from me, but at the end of the day, Airbnb don't let you read the reviews until you write your review.
right.
So it's
Right.
I felt good about that, but there's those guests again.
I tell you, it's something to be said. It's something to be said. All right, well, guys, we can't make this up.
We
We
can't make
cannot
it
make
up.
this up. All right, so let me share out. So I'm in a couple of Facebook groups that are all about our short-term Airbnb journey, and I posted this in a few of my Facebook groups, but also our 10x B&B group, Dante. And I'm gonna read the title and then share with you the backstory. So it says, when policy trumps protection, a call for stronger host support. Hello, fellow hosts. We wanted to share a recent experience that has left us questioning the sustainability of continuing to pour our energy and resources into the Airbnb platform without meaningful protection when things go wrong. As superhosts and pro hosts who take pride in delivering top tier guest experiences, we are recently faced with a situation where guest checkout code was used by an unauthorized third party to access our property after the reservation had ended. The theft was reported to law enforcement and documented in an official police report, which we submitted as soon as it became available. Despite our diligence, timely documentation, and transparent communication, our host damage protection was denied, not because the damage wasn't real or unsubstantiated, but because we did not attempt to resolve it with the guest within 14 days of checkout. I'm gonna come back to that. In our case, doing so would have meant submitting an unverified accusation without a police report, which we felt was both irresponsible and unfair to all parties involved. Airbnb Air Cover team reviewed our appeal but stood by their original decision, stating that the policy and the timelines must be followed, no matter the nuance of the situation or the impact to the host. We understand the need for structure and fairness, but this lack of flexibility leaves little room for discretion in complex cases that don't fit neatly into standard protocols. This experience has, and this experience has us and likely others asking, what protection truly exists for hosts when we follow the right steps, act in good faith, and still fall outside of the technical window? What message does this send to the community of hosts who have gone above and beyond to build trust, deliver quality, and uphold the Airbnb value? We're sharing this not out of frustration alone, but in hopes of sparking conversation and encouraging Airbnb's leadership to take a closer look at how policies are applied, especially in cases involving safety, of verified theft, and delayed communications. If you experience something similar, have found effective ways to elevate your voice in the Airbnb community, we would love to hear how you did it. Warmly, Yvonne and Earl. All right. Big pause, y'all. Now, as you guys understand, when we have co-hosting, our landlords are working with us and we're working with them to try to give them the maximum return. Guys, in this case, we took a $3K loss. Because here's what the guests did, y'all. Y'all, we can't make this up. They checked out on a Monday, took pictures of our stuff. So they took the refrigerator, they took the stove, and they would have taken more hadn't by the providence of God, had I not gotten a call. So what happened is the guests checked out, took pictures of everything, and then they put all of these things on a platform called I forgot the platform. And they started selling the stuff online.
What?
That's right. And the person that they sold it to was one of my co-hosts who's still in the business. I'm not sure if you guys remember John Rodriguez. He and I had a place over on Winter.
Right.
And what had happened was they got the refrigerator, they got the stove, and so he had 3 different clients at this point. So so when he got to John, what ended up happening was the actual landlord came in, discovered the theft, then went to the cameras, and then literally what ended up taking a total of 21 days is we had to get the police to get involved. They went to this online site, saw the transaction lead back to the guest, the name, the everything, the email, we presented that to Airbnb, and Airbnb told us after 3 denials that we didn't make it happen in 14 days or less. And because the loss wasn't based on the guest doing something during their stay, because it happened after their stay, we needed to have insurance to cover that.
What?
$3,000, y'all.
Wow.
I say all that not as because I believe in personal responsibility. So couple things I would like to, I personally taken from that. The properties that we own outright and the landlords that we do property management for, everybody has to have homeowner insurance, because this is not a question of if it can happen again, it will happen again. Number 2, I've taken everybody, I have a property management agreement, and I am making them, I'm actually initiating it, get smart locks for that front door. Those are the programmable locks that you can change from your cell phone. And the way that we're laying it out is every time a guest checks in, depending on the duration of the code, say the code is 4 digits, we're going to use the last 4 digits of their mobile phone number. And when they check out, the codes change. We were doing it manually back in the day.
Right.
And that's how we got caught or in trouble, because I told the landlord that this guest was a little off. I didn't really like them in the interaction, and they were slow to change the code. And here we are. The third takeaway is that at least I believe that if someone is giving you red flags just based on the conversation in the text thread, listen to your gut. Had I listened to my gut, I probably wouldn't have had extended this guest and given him, whatever he was thinking about doing. Probably wouldn't have gotten done if I just had shut it down after the 2-3 day stay instead of extending him for a full. I think we extended him for maybe 3 weeks. Shame on me. Shame on me. Should have listened to my gut. Comments, concerns, observations. What y'all think about that? I think it's speechless too,
Still
y'all.
got my mouth open. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like you said, it happens.
Yeah.
Did you ended up coming out of pocket for those items?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, we did.
Wow.
I mean, and I feel bad for my landlord because clearly the
Right.
profits were generated just got erased based on one bad apple. Based on one bad apple. So we live and we learn. And I think initially they were upset at me because this is my last learning. Under promise and over deliver. I was a little bit too, what word am I looking for? I was too confident because I've done this so many times with Airbnb, and Airbnb has never let me down. I mean, what do they say? Oh, how much do they have for compensation if something goes sideways? What's the policy, Dante? 3 million? 4 million? What is the number? I'm not even sure.
It's $4 million now.
4 million. So I was talking to my landlord with conviction. We good. We got $4 million of coverage. I shouldn't have done that. I should have understated so I could over deliver. So that's what I learned. That's what I learned. And I think the other takeaway was this: even though we had the conversation with the landlord about we knew there was a 14-day window, but we just thought because a police report had to be generated that they would side on the in the context of good common sense. But as you know, for those of you who've experienced, sometimes we'll call customer service. Sometimes we'll have to speak to more than one person. Sometimes we'll call customer service and we swear we hear chickens in the background. Sometimes, because we've been doing this so long, we think that the information and experiences that we have is commonplace to the person on the other side. And they may have been on the job a week or two. I thought that just being a super host was going to give me some like immunity or whatever. Didn't work out that way. So lessons learned. Lessons learned. All right. Next segment. Next segment before we get to the top of the hour.
Hey, can you hear me, Earl?
I can hear you loud and clear. Say it again.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was transiting. Well, I was in transit and my phone died out, so I'm just getting back in.
Okay, cool. So our last segment, or second to last, wins for the week. Talk to me. What are y'all experiencing out there that y'all feeling good about, peacock, proud about? Talk to the brothers. Wins for the week. You want to start, Dante?
This week, I haven't really had any wins, if I'm being honest. I'm actually gonna start prospecting again next week. I've just been trying to just get my mind right, and then I'm gonna go look back at the courses that we did on 10x BNB for the program we was in. and then I'm gonna restart next week. So this week it was just like, just getting my mind right. I'm seeing what areas I want to prospect in for the upcoming weeks, just things like that.
All right, beautiful. Thanks for sharing, man. All right, Cornell, you back on? Mic check, Cornell.
My check.
All right. Hey, brother, what's your wins for the week?
Got some good wins for this week. I actually had this one before, guys. Has to do business win. I actually have a returning guest that I've been hosting for like 5 months before. It's so funny because they actually told me and told us that they actually like, which is I think the most important thing about our places, they really like the bed. Guys, what I found out is that by me using an actual mattress protector protects your mattress. Anybody get a mattress protector because you want to protect your mattress, and it makes the experience of sleeping more cozier. So that was actually shocked me that I was actually told that they really liked our nice cozy beds. And all it is, guys, is the beds that we always get. The beds that we get, beds that Earl get, OC get, these platform beds with a nice cozy mattress, that's all you need. No box spring, anything. So that was a major win on the business side, this week. Of course, with the health tip, I've been working out, fasting and stuff. That's good with the health tip, which is really good to do. And I've been drinking a lot. Also, another win this week has to do with health. I've been switching just to drinking a lot of water, guys. I know we like, juices and flavored drinks, but I've really been drinking a lot of water, and it's really, really, really refreshing. So that's another win on the health side. Other than that, family is good. Prayer is always good first thing in the morning. So far the winds have been really, really good this week. The weather's getting a little bit warmer outside on the East Coast. We're headed right on into our high season. But as far as that, it's been really those have been really my really good wins for this week.
Good
Amen.
stuff. Good stuff. All right, man. Love it. OC, man, wins for the week.
Hey, one of the wins for the week is I got a whole house booking as well for 7 nights. 7 nights. Yeah, for I think 7 nights they come in, and that is a let me see, that was a $3,000 booking.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good one.
What's your daily nightly average right now?
My nightly average as far as pricing?
Yeah.
In Hampton, I'm still getting ready to go into the spring season, so I'm still around the $49 mark. Trying to leverage that. I boosted up the price on the cleaning a little bit because I was doing it myself, so I was doing like 35, and now I'm like, so I moved up. So I started just.
So OC, let me push back a little. Let me push back. $49 a night. Is that for a room? Is that for the room or the whole house? Now, is OC going in and out, y'all? Yeah, you going in and out, brother. Yeah. We can hear you. Well, not anymore. I think he might be going up and down an elevator. So for our folks in social media, that average nightly rate should be moving. And I say should because early adopters like Cornell was telling me about this software called Price Labs, and I was late to the show. So the bottom of the line is this: we transition from our low season to our mid season to our high season based on demand, that price should be moving, just like the stock market. High demand, higher the rate. Low demand, lower the rate. So as we move into our higher season, we should be able to command a higher nightly rate. That makes sense, everybody?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yep.
Makes
That's
sense.
exactly right.
Yep.
Okay. So have you gotten there yet, OC, with Price Labs?
I hadn't even jumped on Price Labs yet. No, but the only way what I've been doing was looking at the competitors in the area, seeing what their prices are. So they're starting to move their prices up a little bit now. But normally I went back to our old tactic a little bit, Earl,
Sure.
because I was moving the pricing up on those room rates, and the bookings
Yes.
weren't coming in. So I started inching it down by a couple of dollars here and there until I
Yes.
started getting those bites. So
Okay.
it's kind of our 101 course that we was doing,
Yeah.
but it
No,
worked.
I know it does work. We did it successfully, but I'm telling you, automation. I mean, we're talking about automation at the beginning of the episode with the whole thing with ChatGPT. Automation is the way it is, man. Automation doesn't make your life easier. Automation allows you to scale faster. And that being said, I would implore everybody to find a pricing software so you will see more bookings come in, because as the demand lower, as OC said, give them a lower price. As the demand increase, give them a higher price. That way you're A, increasing your occupancy, and B, increasing your profitability. And those are two powerful words in short-term rentals.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it down today, Earl.
Okay. Look, we are at the top of the hour. That's 7 o'clock. We didn't get into any marketplace questions. However, what I'm gonna ask you guys to do, in the community, send me a text message of anything that's pressing on you. I will create a video on it and get a answer to whatever question you have. But that being said, let me take off screen sharing so I can talk directly to our community pro tips. Listen, we do this on a weekly basis to encourage, to create an awareness that if you have an interest, if you have a desire to win in the Airbnb / short-term rental market, go for it. It is being done. People are making waves, and we've been blessed to encounter a few of them, and we're just sharing the love. Just sharing the love. On that note, in the words of OC, be blessed, but more important,
Be a blessing.
be a blessing. Good night, everybody.
Amen. Good night.
Good night. Good night.